So things falling down from the sky.
Yes.
Let's talk about
this thing.
that.
So I teased this in the last half hour saying, what could this possibly be? Somebody found this in Rock Falls.
Okay.
That fell from the sky. We've had one guest so far this morning coming in via Facebook.
Okay.
No, it is not a prophylactic.
Good.
Yes. So
I wouldn't want you to be touching that.
We're going to clear that up right now.
Okay,
Exactly.
good.
Yeah,
Yes,
that would be quite nasty.
So what is that?
So this is a weather balloon, and it's actually, it's popped, of course, but this is what's left of it.
Cool.
And it's all part of a weather balloon system that actually came down from the sky that the National Weather Service sent up from the Quad Cities.
Wow.
So I'm going to show you a couple of pieces from this here as we go throughout the morning, because it's really cool.
Yeah.
I was actually fortunate enough to get one of these from one of our viewers after it fell on their property. So I'm going to go through, show you how it works.
Put your
and all that
autograph
cool
on
stuff.
that stuff to keep it on.
I know, right?
Make some money.
It's going to be worth something. She's got the right idea. Let's look at our traffic situation for this morning. So far, we're in good shape. Interstate 80, of course, a little busy as it usually is near Davenport there. But otherwise, everything looking good there. And this was Randy who found the weather station here. He actually found it in one of the cornfields as he was harvesting there just outside of Rock Falls. There you see all of it intact there. My balloon is not as full as what you're seeing in the picture there, but yeah, that's exactly what the weather balloon looks like, and I want to kind of go over how these things work. So that balloon there, it's actually filled with hydrogen. Hydrogen very cheap compared to helium. If you've priced balloons lately for a party, yeah, it's not very cheap at all, very expensive. It also is attached to an instrument box, and that's what I'm holding right here. So you've got a temperature sensor, a pressure sensor as well, and then also the antenna to communicate all of this information back to the ground here at the National Weather Service office here in the Quad Cities. So these things, they're released twice per day. We get one in the morning. Right now it's about 7 o'clock, and then another one in the evening at 7 o'clock p.m. This actually creates a complete profile of our atmosphere. So it gives us everything like temperature data, dew point, wind speed, pressure. And all of this is fed into the computer models. It can actually travel up to 24 miles above the Earth's surface before that balloon becomes so large due to the lack of air pressure, it explodes. And then, of course, the thing comes hurling back down to the surface. That's exactly what it sounds like too in outer space. The problem with these things, though, and why we only do 2 per day, is they're expensive, number one, and also think about the environmental impact too. So the future of weather balloons will likely be transitioning to drone technology because, of course, we can send those things up and down in the air several times per day with very little expense. So we're looking forward to that. The more of these we can do per day, the more data we're going to have, the more accurate the weather models will be at predicting our future weather. So a little bit of science there for your Monday morning. Let's look at your weather forecast, which includes temperatures well into the 60s already this morning. I think by this afternoon, we're going to be approaching a record high. If we do indeed hit 90, that will tie the high, a record high that is set back in 1992 for today. I think it's a fairly good chance that's going to happen. 57 for us tonight. The nice thing about this dry air mass, especially this time of year, we do cool down quite considerably during the nighttime hours, especially if skies can clear out, and that's what we'll do tonight. A little bit cooler tomorrow. The reason for that is you look at your winds here, which are westerly today. I think by tomorrow, those will be more northeasterly. It'll pull on a little bit of a cooler air mass for us. So here's where we go for records the next couple of days. We likely tie that today, but it's going to be a little bit harder to actually tie or break the records in the next couple of days because you see those records well into the 90s, and thankfully our actual forecast is not even coming close to those values. 67 degrees right now in Davenport. We're looking at 66 in Moline. Here's where we go for the next 8 days. A lot of heat left to go. Looks like we'll keep the heat around through at least Thursday, and then we'll cool it down by the weekend. Also introduce a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms. Not going to be an all-day rain, so don't plan all indoor plans, at least for the weekend. But at least a decent shot that will cool things back down by about a week from today.